looks like we are up and running. Yeah, looks like we're good. Alright, sweet. So, I took off from work today to kind of just chill. Try to recenter a little, you know. Been a hard couple weeks since my trip, and just needed some time to just kind of relax and not have to worry about running around at work and all that kind of stuff, you know, just sort of calm, right? Bring it together, make up some choices, figure some stuff out. Cats and dogs living together, you know, that kind of thing. So, sorry, I thought I had a beard tie. I was gonna tie up my beard. I don't see one though. Thought I had one right behind me. So my craft room is a super mega mess today, more than normal. And that's because I drug a old board game out of my closet that I've had since the Kickstarter. A game called Nemesis. Somebody was looking for it on Facebook Marketplace. So again, a super good deal. And yeah, hopefully you'll get to enjoy that. I had picked it up a while ago, hoping some friends would want to play it. They didn't want to play it. And then I moved to Hawaii. So, never got to actually play it, unfortunately. It looked like a really cool game. But, I met up with them at a local game store at Westside Comics and Games. And I decided to pop into Westside Comics and Games. One, where is it? Did I put it within arm's reach? Yes. One, my nephew is now playing Pokemon. So I picked up a Pokemon deck to play with him because I don't have any cards or anything to like put my own deck together. And there's this like, I don't know, it's like a deck in a box. It's got like a play mat and a guide and tokens and cards and some kind of metal coin. It's got all kinds of, like everything you need for Pokemon is in there. It's like $20. I had Mewtwo on it, so I was like, hey, I recognize that one. So, you know, that's pretty sweet. So since I stopped in there to grab that, I saw they had an old box of Ravenors. That's one of the really nice things about Westside Comics and Games. They tend to have a lot of the, like, made to order, kind of the older stuff, which is really nice. So if you're looking for something you might not be able to find at one of the other local game shops, Westside Comics and Games might actually have it. You probably just have to, like, dig and scrounge around in there a little bit, because they have a lot of stuff. It's just lots of times like it's not super apparent. They also sell secondhand models, which is really nice. I was looking at some secondhand goblins and stuff, but I was like, nah, I'm not in the mood for that. So I was in the mood to build some tyrannids, so thought I would pick this guy up. You can see it's in one of those ugly, super ugly white boxes. All it says is just Ravenors on it. So if you don't know what it is, they ain't going to sell it to you. You know what I mean? This is what they're going to be. They're going to be Tyranid, Bug, like mini little Trigons, basically. So I thought that would be kind of cool. And it looks like they can have a vagina on their chest, or some titty missiles, or just like, I guess, a regular chest. So, yep. We've got 5 bases. Why do we have 5 bases? I think you only get 3 in the box. Alright, let's see what we got here. Let's see. We got titty missiles. We got some hands. We got some hands. We got some hands. So I guess all 3 of them can have hands if they want. Or they can have big boy claws. 5, 6. Yeah, they can have big boy claws. And then there's a back piece. There's a tail. And lower part of the tail. We've got 3 faces. 3 chests with the vajayjays in them. Our second runner. We've got tail, butt, This is for this other butt. See that? See that butt right there? This is for that, in case you want it to look like it's actually in the ground. It's a cool addition. Definitely a cool addition. Also, there's a ripper for some reason. I don't know why. And then we got 3 heads, 3 chests that are regular, and a bunch of little arms. 3 backs. Oh. Which one of these is... Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. We've got 4 chest options. So we got the titty missiles. We got the chest pussy. We've got this chest, which has like some scale up armor on it. And we've got this one, which like... It's got like weird bones in the chest, and then like the armor's not as scale upped. Weird. I don't know what that one's supposed to be. This one's like a gun, and that one's like a pistol. This one, I don't know. We're just gonna do the standard one because I think it looks the best. But yeah, at least there's options in it. At least there's options. Yeah, nothing is marked. It does show 4 different ones. Oh, I guess this one's supposed to not have the chest armor. I like the chest armor though. I think it looks nice. So we're going to do the chest armor. Super good. Alright. Alright. Alright, objective 1. Clipping them tails out. So as you can see, nothing is numbered or labeled on here. This isn't actually a super old kit, but it's definitely not a modern kit. So this is from 2009. So I mean, you're looking over 10 years. All right, you're looking at what, 13-year-old kit. So you can tell this sprue is not like mega spaced out, so it's not super old like the Termagants, but it's also definitely not like a recent kit. I'll be super honest, if I was to start a Tyranid army now without owning any of the like existing Tyranid stuff, I would probably actually not start Tyranids. What I would do is I would probably just print a ton of the 1-page rules, like Alien Hive stuff, because it's super good. Really, really nice, beautiful models. And like you can literally get the STLs for an entire army for the cost of like this 1 box of Ravenors. And then you could probably print that entire army for like the cost of a box of Termagants. So, but I've already got some Tyranids and I like how they look, so I don't mind picking some more up. But if I was to start over, that's what I would do. Boo boo. There we go. So, yeah, because a lot of these, like, a lot of the, like, weirder Tyranid monsters are a real pain in the tail to get a hold of these days. Because they're just not sold at regular stores. A lot of them are older, like special order or something. They're not like, you know, sold normally, which is really obnoxious. You know, you'll have an entire wall of Space Marines, and then you'll have like 3 kits for the Tyranids, and it's like, well, let me guess what everyone's gonna play. The thing that has like 4,000 options, you know. sure there's plenty of goop on there. I don't know why they give you 5 bases. It's really weird. But, I mean, hey, a couple extra, what are these, 40s? A couple extra 40s, nothing wrong with that. You know? Ravenors are fun because they're tiny, like tiny little Molochs or Trigons. I think that's pretty cool. Not picking these up for like a 40k army or anything like that. I'm really picking these up for like Stargrave and one-page rolls and stuff. Yeah, 'cause that's where my Tyranids have seen play. They actually haven't ever been played in 40k. New Tyranid Codex is supposed to be okay, but I don't know. The whole like weird synapse mesh thing, I was just not into it, you know. I was like, man, it's a little bit too complex. I kind of just want my monsters to go forward and eat stuff, you know. But yeah, my still trying to finish. Like I have like 80% of the paint scheme for my Tyranids done. They were I did consider them fully done, and then my mom and sister both saw them and they were like, "Oh, when are you going to finish painting them?" Because I had like tan off-white shells, and I was like, "Fuck." So I've been trying, figure out how to quote-unquote finish them. So I still haven't come up with an idea. I've tried so many different things. But my kind of like head canon for them is that they're not like a normal Tyranid kind of high fleet. I like the idea that they're from like a water world where they're high fleet, big ship landed like millions of years ago, and instead of directing them to eat and consume, their leader she fell asleep. Right, she went into some strange like trance, and they don't know how to wake her up. So the high fleet, instead of like consuming just everything, they're essentially like farming this water world. So in the meantime, you know, the Imperium's built bases there and stuff, and you know, there's all these rumors of like monsters in the water, and it's really this Tyranid high fleet, you know. And it's kind of like a eldritch horror thing where their presence in the warp kind of like drives people on the planet mad. And yeah, that's my headcanon for my high fleet, and they're called High Fleet Ito, which is one funny because it's like the word eat, but it's a reference to the famous horror comic artist Junji Ito, because I like the idea that there's sort of this like eldritch abomination just kind of passively farming this planet. Maybe every couple of millennia they like have built up enough stuff, and they like, you know, shoot off a spore or something, you know, to try to find something or reconnect with the like all the other high fleets trying to wake up their queen. And then they just go back to like farming this sleepy little fishing planet. You know, it's got like hive cities and imperial quotas and stuff on it. You know, it's not like super backwoods, but you know, it's not like a Forge world or anything crazy. You know what I mean? It's just like one of the million planets in the Imperium. You know, it's one of those ones where, like, if it was to not exist anymore, you know, I don't know if they would, some bureaucrat would notice, kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like, you know, they're not a home world to a Space Marine chapter or any fucking nonsense like that. They're just a regular people planet, you know? But yeah, that's my headcanon for my Tyranid Hive Fleet. Hive Fleet Ito. They drive people on the planet mad and then pull them into the water and eat them. You know, not enough to, like, you know, empty the planet or whatever, but, you know, from time to time enough to be noticed here and there, you know. Most of the people on this planet don't even really know what Tyranids are, you know? And they're just like, oh, the creatures from the deep. But their presence is also driving lots of people mad on the island, on the planet. I kind of envision all these, like, floating hive cities. You know, and as you get into, like, the lower docks, like, the lower levels of them, you know, people start getting crazier and crazier and stuff gets weirder and weirder. That's sort of just what I imagine, you know? That's my headcanon for my guys. Sorry. I don't want the camera going in like super beard cam here. I was trying to find a tie for my beard, but I didn't see one. But yeah. Hive Fleet Ito is fun, but like I said, they've never actually been played in 40k, only in like Stargrave and one-page rules and stuff. And they're very fun there. And there's enough rules where you can adapt for all those things. I just gotta figure out a really nice way to get the rest of the color scheme sort of worked out, you know? Delicious. Oh my god, phone. What the hell? Why? Thank you. Alright. Let's see what we got here. We got a bunch of little arms. These all... Let's see. Looks like there's some different sizes on here to me. Looks like this one's like a mid-size. And like that one's like a mid-size. And then these are like small. Yeah, some of these old kits, sometimes the like lack of numbering for something where like the arms are slightly different sizes is a real pain in the tail. So it looks like those two are mid, and it looks like these two are small. So I need 3 sets of small arms. 2 sets of mid arms and 1 set of big uns. And then I'll probably do some customization on these too. My Ravenor, not my Ravenor, my this guy. Hello. How's it? Yeah, so these guys, this is my big what are they called? Trigon Moloch, right? You can see he's got a bunch of extra arms and claws and stuff. He's like splashing out. He's not finished, obviously, but I'll probably do something similar with these guys. Give them like extra legs or something, maybe. But we'll put on what we got first and then go from there. But yeah, it looks like those, and then let's go see what arms we got in the other runner. Let's figure it out. So this is probably a mid. That's probably a mid because I need 6 of each, which is a right proper pain in the tail. And this looks like a mid. I could give them the hands, but that's not as cool. And I want them to match the Moloch a little bit more. So I really want to go all swords, all sword arms. Yeah, sometimes it's really nice to build some of these old kits, just because they're so not monopose. Like, it's kind of fun. Like, you have a lot of option in what you do with them and stuff. A lot more than, like, that's a lot of claws. It is. It is a lot of claws. So each guy is going to have 6 total claws. So they got 2 big ones up top, 2 medium ones in the middle, and 2 small ones on the bottom. And then I'll probably add more claws to them, so they match my Trigon a little bit better. Okay, this looks like a small one to me. All right, I think this is small, and we'll see what we have claws wise. Okay, so we got what, 6? 1, 2, 2, 2, 2. We got 6 there. We got 5 there, and then we've got 6 here. So I'm missing 1. Did I just forget to clip it out? Yes, I forgot to clip it out. Sweet. Alright, so we got all our claws in their assorted little piles. Let's put their back fence on, I guess. Yeah, those are really nice thing about some of these old kits is just the fact that they're like completely not monopose, right? Like, I've got all kinds of options. Is what how I can make these guys look and stuff. I kind of wish some of the newer stuff was like this. I was really disappointed by the new what are they called? The cultists. I was like, dude, this is literally the same. Everyone's the same model. It was really disappointing. So when I saw that in the reviews, I was like, wow, I am super glad I did not spend $50 on that fucking box. You know? Because I was actually going to. I was super tempted to go pick it up. But then I saw how Malifaux it was, and I was like, nah. If I want more cultists, I'll 3D print some. You know, it's a lot of like really nice 3D print like soldier units and stuff. What you just search for is you search for kit bash. I really like tyrannids, and I like that they can be so customizable. That they can be a pain to put together. It took me 2 days to get my Hive Tyrant's wings to stay where I wanted. Still look better than the old cultists. They do still definitely look better than the old cultists. That is definitely true. So for the Hive Tyrant, it's actually super annoying. His wings are actually supposed to go in one specific place, and they actually like lock in. And if you try to put them in any other way, they get really weird because they don't like sit flush. But if you lock them in, they're like you literally don't even need to glue them. And they just hold in place. So like it's really weird. Like he has so much customization like in the body, but then like the wings are like really strangely monopose. And it's because like the bottom part of the wing has like these teeth in it, and it like fits in between the ribs, and then when you put the wing in place, it like slides into the rib like that. It's really, really weird. It holds super well if you put it in like that one specific spot, but otherwise it is a real pain in the tail. Alright, so before we go gluing on the bodies, let's put one of the heads together just so we can see how the heads sit. Because they might not sit like forward or whatever, and I don't want to like angle the body like really far down, like and then have the head also be like also look down the floor. Mine never looked in any place. Yeah, it's really weird. They go in like one specific location. Yeah, it's super, super strange. I don't know why they did that, but if you try to glue them in any other position, they're a real pain. And it's just because they don't like sit flush. I don't know why they did that, but yeah, it's just how they built it, which is obnoxious. Especially considering that model has so much customization otherwise. But yeah, Tyranids are a ton of fun to customize. Speaking of Hive Tyrant wings, I still got to paint this lady. So there she is. That's my crone. You can see her guns are magnetized. But yeah, she's been a little beat up because she's just been in the box because I haven't painted her or anything. You can see this spot of glue here came undone. So like I need to hit this with green stuff and stuff. But these are Hive Tyrant wings, ironically. So they're actually pinned in place here, but she's been unpainted for ever so long. So yeah, she's a little beat up because of that. I really need to finish her. But yeah, Tyranids are really fun to customize. Come on, honey. You just go sit over here in the box. There we go. Alright. Where were we? We were building heads. But yeah, Tyranids are really fun. I also, I do think they are really hard for people to paint though, because a lot of things like Space Marines and stuff like that, they have these kind of like armor panels, And if you just kind of follow along the armor panels, they paint up really nice. Tyranids, it's a little bit harder, I feel like, for people. And like the idea of organic colors and stuff is a little bit harder for people too. And it's hard for me. So I feel like there's probably other people in that boat, you know. I'm not saying that from like a, oh, I don't have problems painting anything kind of position. Because that's definitely not true. I am definitely not King Painter. I have won my share of awards, but I do not necessarily. I don't know. I don't think I'm like amazing or anything, I guess. I do some damn nice stuff though. I'm still really happy with a lot of my stuff on my desk right here. My big rat boy. I'm still super happy with him. It makes me so sad. Makes me so sad he did not win the most recent competition. But, oh well, it is what it is. I still think he's beautiful, and I love him. Need to finish his base a little bit, but I love him to pieces. My beautiful rat boy. My beautiful rat boy. Make them any color, make them look decent. There is need to make them organic though. Looks great. Thank you. Yeah, I love my rat boy. Yeah. I do think painting like organically is a little bit harder than like following the lines, I guess. For like painting Tyranids, but you really can make them any color. I will say I'm definitely not a fan of some colors of Tyranids, specifically when people try to paint them like roaches and stuff. I don't know why. It just like I don't mind roaches, but I'm just like, I don't know. Like it'd be cooler if they had some color or weird or something in there. Just not a fan of like painting them brown, I guess. But I mean, I have a friend who has a whole roach Tyranid army and he loves it. So fuck yeah, more power to him. Oh, look at that. You got a lot of options there. Wiggly, 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 wiggly. Okay, cool. Alright, so this guy, let's see. Let's make him face this way. Like that. Or should we make him face that way? I think he should face that way like that. I think that's cooler. It's looking like down the body versus across the tail. Yeah, I think that way's cooler. Dun, 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 dun. There we go. Let that sit for a couple minutes. Then we'll put the hat and arms on. Here. And we got this one. I guess he should kind of this pose is like this tail pose is kind of like striking Cobra. I could have him looking different ways, but I kind of want to make him just like he's lunging forward, like he's like all his legs will be like kind of thing. So yeah. I think that'll be cool. Try to line the lines up so he's just a straight line from top to bottom. There we go. And then this one, I feel like he wants to be... You could really do him... You could do this guy looking anyway, really. And he'd look really cool. But I think I'm going to do him looking to the left as well. Probably a little bit further to the left, I think. Like he's like coiling around. Contact point right there, so we'll just put a little bit of glue on it just to help hold it. Oh, then it just falls off. Of course. A horse is a horse, of course, of course. Set Mr. Red. Okay. Alright, let those dry for a minute. So, update from the other video earlier in the week. From my my video that I did on Tuesday between my many doctor appointments. Here's the spider I built wrong. This is the one from Imperium. He was really nice though, really cool model. There's a ton of like customization and posability in here, even though it doesn't look like it at first. It's really nice. I do wish I'd built the body right. Because it would mean that the connection point would be in a different spot. It would be further in the back. And that would allow me to do better poses, but it's pretty cool for a hovery monster spider. Really nice. And this is the 3D printed base that I did for him. So I drilled a hole through it and then glued the peg in there for the, what's it called? I do usually like to, these bases here, I usually like to magnetize these, but I decided not to this time. But yeah, there he is. I just wanted to show him off because I didn't put him on the clear base he came with, so. Alright, let's see. We got this head, we got that head, we got... So they're all pretty much the same. The only difference is like how open the jaws are. So we'll give the guy that's like lunging the really big jaws, and the other ones we'll just kind of give the other heads too. Okay, cool. Let's put the head on. Put everybody's head on, and then we'll start doing arms. Yeah, these are nice models. Even if they're, 11 years old or whatever, they're pretty sweet. Cool tyranid snake sounds. Tyranid snake sounds intensify. Their heads do seem a little bit small for their bodies. Not necessarily bad, just interesting. Let's see. How do we want this one to go? That's just straightforward. I moved the body, damn it. Come on. There we go. We'll have him like he's looking around himself. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Alright, let's find some arms. Let's see, this is a left arm. Clean up these nubs and stuff on it. It's a left arm. It's other left arm. Clean these up while we wait for him to dry. Things I really like about all the Tyranid swords is they're all flat on one side. So I think when I do figure out whatever color I want this flat side to be different from the rest of the blade. Just because I think that looks cool. Other left one, and the last one from the other side. Go. Alright, so let's see. Let's try to find some, like... Alright, so these two here, they're really, like, stretched out. So we'll do those on the guy that's, like, leaping. So he'll get those arms. The guy that's, like kind of like crouched around himself, he'll get the tight ones, and then this guy's gonna get the middle ones. Let's see, we got some more leaping ones, we'll put those on the leaping guy. And then we've got like mid ones, and then we've got tight ones. The mid arms, we'll grab the mid arms again. Actually, let me mix the tight arms and the mid arms. Let me mix those. So, this guy will have a tight arm on this side. Like this. Yeah, and the other guy will get this, like, mid-arm. That way it'll look a little more natural. We'll do that. We'll do the same thing. Oh, I'm not even on the screen. Oh my god. My apologies. My apologies. My apologies. It's not even on the screen. Alright, let me see. We got two big leaping arms here. And we got a bunch of tight ones and a bunch of mid ones. So I'm going to take the mid one for this side. And then I'm going to take probably a tight one there. So mid one on this side. Nope, that's wrong. Tight one for that one, and then probably the tight one for this other side. Yeah, so he'll be like, he'll be kind of like he's like getting ready to strike with his right side. This other side's kind of like prep it up, you know, like ah, come back here. And then I have this tight one like that, I guess, kind of like it's moving out of the way of the big arm. This one will be These middle torsos are being a real pain in the tail. And this one will be like he's getting ready to strike. Like that. Now we'll go in the middle. Yeah, there we go. That's a nice little pose. Alright. So what we're going to do is we're just going to bring that one out a little bit more too. There we go. Yeah, that's awesome. So he's getting ready to strike with one half his body and the other half's kind of like hanging back. Yeah, that's awesome. And I really like just like doing the different arms and stuff. It's fun too, you know? Alright, so this guy is actually going to start on the big arms. Because I know I want him to have the two big, like, lashing out arms. So we're going to start on those with this guy. Just cleaning up the lashing out arms a little bit. I think I want the lashing out front arms to be the tightest, and then the lower ones to be like wider. You know what I mean? Like more widespread kind of thing. That's what I think anyway. I mean, these are still creatures that are going to have like a predominant limb. Or like a predominant set of limbs, so. We do something like that. Oh crap! These are on the same side. Okay. Interesting. Well, I guess you don't get all the lashing out limbs. Let's see, this one, that's, okay, these ones are good. And then let's see, for the lower arm, is this one, I guess? Yeah, that's pretty good. We'll use that. But yeah, these guys are going to be fun. And they're going to look cool with the Trigon. Because they're all kind of like big snake tyranids. That's going to be nice. They're all kind of going to go together. General Kenobi! Oh, I'm dumb. This one. This guy's almost like that, like anteater, or when you see like red pandas where they try to stand up and look tough. They put their hands up, you know. It's almost like that. He's almost like, rah! Oh. But yeah. Yeah, with the posability and customization, these guys, well, they don't have a ton of customization, right? Because they don't have like a lot of options. They have a ton of posability, so you can get like a ton of different cool poses out of them, which would be really fun. So if like you had multiple of this kit, you could have them totally look completely different, which would be sweet. So yeah, like this one here, he's like, that's really cool. Really, really cool. Really fun, like just getting to pose him around and stuff. Alright, so this guy's going to be like kind of like creeping. This guy's going to be kind of creeping. We're going to have that arm up like that. And the rest of the arms are going to be kind of just creeping. Creeping, creeping. And I feel like there's a ton of potential posing here, which is really fun. Shit. Shit. There we go. Now let's see, this is a left side. And this is the right side. We'll go ahead and just fill his holes up. Giggity. Like that. Let's go ahead and fill those up. And then, let's see. This guy here is going to be kind of doing the same thing. Making all kinds of creepy, buggy noises. Alright, let's fill up these holes. Oh, shit. Do not get lost, because I do just not come with extras. You get so many different, like, chests in this kit. It's kind of a real shame that it doesn't come with, couple of little bits to make some more guys, or at least to make some kind of like special HQ or something. And I feel like you get so many bits from those chests and stuff that like you could very easily like make a special HQ out of these without any trouble. I like how this side looks. I don't like how this side looks. I think I need to, put that one inside the other there. And you put the middle arm inner, like that. There we go. Now it's equal. Now it's equal. There we go. Creepy, buggy, tyranid man does whatever a creepy, buggy, tyranid man can. Sweet. Alright, so there's a little bit of a line where he connected the back spines in. So we'll go ahead and we'll that with a little bit of glue. Gap there we'll fill. But yeah, it's number one there, which is pretty great. We got this guy who I'm super happy with. He's super great. Let's check his spine. Yeah, he's got a little bit of gap too. I'll just hit that real quick. He's got some dog hair on him. I'll have to get that with tweezers later. But yeah, super happy with that. You know, maybe I do want to, nah, that's right. This looks good. Thinking about maybe moving these arms down some more. Maybe like that. So they're like a little bit more out of the way. And if I have them up like this, then they can have that like much more bug look to them. Because they can all kind of be in the same position, right? Like that. I think that's better. And then we have man himself, the Fight Me Armadillo. Yeah. Pretty awesome, not gonna lie. It's like he's just jumping right out of the ground at you, like whoosh. That's cool. I dig that. Super, super cool. I think this guy's my favorite pose that I did, but they're all good. They're all really good. But yeah, that's the Ravenors kit. Walk through what we got. If you want to see what's left over after building them, you get 3 sets of arms. You get 4 front chest plates. You get 1 tail and 1 base topper for the tail, and 1 ripper. I do like that they used to put the rippers on everything. That's really nice. I would love to find just an STL of the rippers. That would be fantastic. I'd print out like literally like a billion of them. Alright. Well, with that, I'm going to call it. Thank you guys for watching me unbox and build Tyranid Ravenors on this nice, relaxing mental health Friday. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to call it. Thank you guys again. I'll be back this weekend on Sunday. Probably not before then. Maybe we'll stream tomorrow. Who knows? But definitely back on Sunday. And yeah, that's rad. So I will do something then. I don't know what yet. Maybe we'll work on some more Battletech terrain. Maybe we'll work on some silver bayonet guides. Maybe we'll work on some silver bayonet terrain. My first time ever using that foam that I showed off on stream the other day. But just gotta see. But until then, thank you for